Hey guys, welcome back to IvD Gaming number 84, our All Divisions tournament here. We're at the last round of our semifinals, actually. Is that right?
Yes, we.
Last round of our semifinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We have AkusTa versus Monkey here on Daybreak. And just want to remind you guys, if you've been enjoying watching IvD Warbio here on stream, you can check us out on Saturday, actually, as we have our third clan war against Team Flux. So you can check us out right here, twitch.tv/YogiTime. Come see all of the awesome IvD and Flux guys battle it out. It'll be all kill style, by the way. But that's not what's going on right now. We have this match. Let's see who our players are. Spawning at the bottom in the pink, we have AkusTa. We just cleared this up before it started. Then I stumbled over it anyway. But he's going to be our pink Terran. I always think that's purple. And his opponent, a veteran here at IvD, we have Monkey from Team Bang. This should be a pretty good match. Monkey's shown us some awesome games here at IvD Gaming. He's in a lot of our VODs as well, so if you're a Terran player, you should definitely check those out at youtube.com/IvDTV. You can search our channel for Monkey or any player you want to see.
Yeah.
Leave yourself. Who doesn't want to go back and watch their VODs?
Yeah, and hear how we casted it. Who knows what we had to say about you? You can never tell. But we are joining this one in Game 2 here. Monkey is up one game already in this best of 3 series. And after this one of these two is going to be facing Warbio which will be the end of the semifinals, actually. So we got one more after this to roll in to see who's going to go into the best of 5 in the finals. Now, you're in the process of switching over, but have spent a lot of time as Terran. I'm a Terran. We both know how sucky this matchup is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and the command center first is going to get scouted immediately by AkusTa.
Oh, and look at that. As Day9 says it, the man with the, what would he say? With the brass kahunas down below, going command first. He don't care. He ain't scared. It's like, what you gonna do, player?
And this kind of puts AkusTa in an interesting spot. He scouted that early enough that he doesn't have to immediately go for his expansion if he decides he doesn't want to. He could decide to go in for some really quick pressure, but it doesn't quite look like he's gonna do that.
I don't know. Check this out. We have got 2 SCVs working their way over. Ooh. And I think we might... Oh, there we go. Bunker number 1 is about to start down. Looks like he changed his mind. Did he change his mind on putting that first bunker down?
Yeah, it looks like he's
already
gonna...
been spotted for it. He's got 1 for the block, 1 for the finish. Going ahead, getting the... We've got 1st Marine rallying his way over. A lot of workers being pulled to try to close this off.
Let's see, he's going to be able to pick off that SCV, and actually that wasn't a perfect seal-in here in the corner, and one SCV comes in, takes out the other. And that's going to pretty much shut this down. He's going to need to bring that other SCV that was sitting out back to try and finish it, but I'm not sure if he's even going to bother at this point. Went ahead and took his expansion as well.
Yeah, he is sending that SCV over. I don't know if he decides to cancel, but is going ahead rallying that 2nd Marine over. He is going to chill back with those 3 hit points. Send his other man in first. We got 2 more coming out. A third going down now. Barracks wants to get that SCV. He does. He's able to pick off that SCV right there. Kiting back now. Trying to get back before this Marine. And feels like he has been in the... Was it worth it for him? Both of them lost 2 workers in that. 3 total units lost. So 1 Marine each. And 2 workers each. So nothing really gained, nothing really lost. A little bit of 25 minerals lost in just the salvaging cost, but it was worth the early push, you know, because when you could pull that off, it's worth it. And if it doesn't work out, it didn't do too much damage. Yeah,
he didn't really lose out too much, and now he's taking a very quick third. Along with that double gas, looks like he's going to build a factory out here. Yeah, with that positioning, it looks like he's going to go Hellions out of this. We'll see just to make sure, but with that quick double gas, it really feels like a Hellion and maybe even Banshee play.
Let's see what's going on there. There goes the tech lab for the switch out. So I think you're going to be right here.
Tech Lab's a little bit interesting. See what he wants to do with
He
that.
wants to get. He might want to get Blue Flame going pretty fast.
That could be it. If we see a second factory come down here pretty quick,
Now,
then we'll know for sure
what's
he
getting
has the money for it.
what's getting a little bit scary is that there's 8 Marines already out on the map, and we got this one Marine that they're chasing down, which is buying some time. But there's, if you take a look out here, we're looking at AkusTa just now starting to work on getting this bunker up, and now that he's seen what's coming. Oh, and moving both of those off there. That's interesting. What's he going to do with that tech lab if he's pulling both of those off? Starport's not being started yet. He doesn't have the money.
Yeah, and he actually gets 2 additional barracks as well, so a little interested in what he wants to do here. He seems a little indecisive.
Yeah,
But we have a lot of Marines pushing forward here for Monkey. That bunker just about to finish, but there's only 2 Marines out here for AkusTa.
It looks like he immediately saw how many and said, you know, I've got to try to get a siege tank out. I'm not going to have time to go ahead and try to. I'm not going to have any time to go ahead and try and get anything out. Trying to get combat shields started. Not making any more workers, right? I mean, any more Marines out right now, which is a little bit weird. I mean, we got. Excuse me. All right, now we got them.
And that siege tech's about halfway complete, but combat shields are just about to finish up for Monkey, and that's when he's going to take this time and push in. At the very least, he can pick off a lot of SCVs here if he really wants, but it's going to be a pretty heavy committal here from Monkey if he does.
Got the siege tech. We're running into a critical time of deciding to pull back.
Good thing he did, because we're only 10 seconds away from that siege mode being done, and that tank's at a beautiful position to stop that. Plenty of SCVs to repair. Good job by Monkey deciding to go and pull back. It can be really tempting when you know you have that many Marines, that many units compared to your opponent, to just go ahead and push in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do like that Monkey decided to just play safe. It's not worth losing a whole lot over this. I'm going to go ahead and get this medevac rolling. I'm going to go ahead and let Stim finish up and try to, you know, at this point he'll probably try to do a drop on the back end because he knows where that tank's going to be sitting. We are seeing AkusTa getting that double engineering bay, getting the second couple gases, and just now getting these last 4 SCVs off after sending one Marine way out to do some scouting. He saw there was nothing there, but he stayed right by his bunker for a while.
Yeah, and we have the 3rd base completed from AkusTa. He's going to be able to pull ahead in the economy here pretty quick, but he's supply blocked at 65 right now.
And we do have Monkey pushing these Marines with an additional tank, combat shields. We've got Stim finished up, and he is bringing workers to shield with us, it looks like. So it looks like he's going to go for a fairly all-in kind of, not really all-in, but, you know, using a meat shield to try to take care of this tank.
Yeah, but we already have 3 tanks sitting out here for AkusTa.
Yeah.
And while this is a lot of Marines, they do have combat shield. Its stem's only halfway done, and oh no, his stem is almost done. Excuse me, sorry about that. That's AkusTa only has stem halfway done.
Oh, he sees the movement. I'm actually surprised he did. He needs to move into this. These tanks are really out of position right now as he is chasing them down. Worker on worker, trying to block everything off, and he's actually pulling back some, surprisingly. I'm going to turn this into kind of a standoffish hit. Both of these guys are going to try to position themselves, but Monkey has the visual advantage here with the medevac. He's got better positioning here.
Oh, and actually just pushing in, stemming and taking down the siege tanks, but does he have enough? These Marines are falling fast.
Oh, all those SCVs are burning but not dead. The scan is going to go ahead and do some more damage. He's going to pick up and drop these Marines straight on top of these tanks.
And that's exactly what he needs to do. They're not going to be able to fire, and there's nothing else here to defend
One
that.
down, 2 down, the 3rd one is down, and the siege tanks are now firing again as he's kiting his way back. He's going ahead and trying to use this barracks to get some sort of vision, but this tank is just too far out to get vision until right there. That one tank moves a little bit closer.
But Monkey's in a beautiful position, up by about 30 supply. His reinforcements are almost there. 2 additional siege tanks and a bunch of Marines. SCVs get pulled and they'll be able to clean this up. But that's not all there is from Monkey. This additional force is going to move in.
Another tank caught on siege here, but the top tank is still getting a good fire on this army. We've got the tank seized up now. He is surrounding it.
He needs to scan that tank on the high ground.
Oh,
it's late.
Look at this, and the medevac is still loaded. Look, it is going to leave with 2 Marines. And AkusTa is able to hold this, and all the rallying is stopping. It's being pulled back. And now we should see AkusTa go ahead, and with these 3 bases, he's got extra mules. He's able to get things going. We really need to see Monkey go ahead and get that 3rd up himself.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do just
no,
that.
He's doing 3rd and 4th, actually.
Oh, nice. He's in a good position. He has to know that trade was okay. Even though resources lost tab, they're very, very similar. Oh. Actually, there's a little problem here in Monkey's base. He should realize it before too long. He has a factory set for that tech lab, but it's off just a hair. You always hate that. You're in the heat of the moment and you do that. That happens every once in a while, and Terrence hate it.
Absolutely. Because as much as y'all talk
Oh,
about, y'all could just
delays that command center.
Oh. As much as everyone likes to say, oh, but you could just lift your buildings. Yeah, it's not instant, people. You know.
It doesn't auto sync that tech lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like Monkey's just now realizing it, so he has to move that. So it just stalls his production just a little bit. Oh, and this siege tank on a bad rally stuck in between this barracks and the reactors here. He has to cancel the reactor building on that additional barracks and move it. But right there, it's actually going to block that 3rd one, so it has to walk all the way around to get out.
Oh, and now that we've got right up here by the Zelnaga, it's getting a little bit ugly as this army is deciding it doesn't want to go that way. It wants to circle around low as suicides a marine to try to get a better idea of where the siege marks are. We are going ahead and seeing Monkey getting his armor +1. Meanwhile, AkusTa is getting that +2 going. So his upgrades are a little bit ahead here, which is the advantage of the double engineering bay.
Yeah, we don't even have +2 started yet for his bio for Monkey. But he's moving into position. He sees the troops pushing in, but everything's already sieged.
Double direction here.
Great spread by Monkey. He's going to be able to clean this up with ease.
Yeah, puts that down quite well. Laying out the sensor tablet as well to watch for any drop. And that is absolutely annoying to face, because you just a whole side of the map is now blind to you for it being able to do any kind of drop play.
Yeah, really, it's kind of underutilized, though. Not too many people end up getting those sensor towers, but they're definitely worth it. Especially here in TVT, where drops are kind of your biggest enemy. We tend to see Doom drops a lot. This barracks from AkusTa actually moving into Scout now, but it's going to be met by 2 turrets. So won't be able to get a whole lot of information, nothing more than he already knows. But we have +2s just barely being started for infantry weapons here for Monkey. Seems moves out where they're just about to complete for his opponent. Just like you were saying, those upgrades are definitely in AkusTa's advantage, but we have the supply advantage here for Monkey. Has that additional production. He's up 62 SCVs to 53.
And I'm still a little
and it looks like Monkey wants to go and push in, taking this watchtower, see if he can get his opponent.
I'm finding this a little bit unusual still that Monkey
What's that?
Finding a little bit unusual that Monkey hasn't taken that second engineering. Yeah, that second. Oh, he does now have one. I'm sorry. Oh, and Monkey putting a sensor tower down by his opponent's 3rd.
Yeah, just being aggressive with it. It's always good so you can see when those siege tanks unsiege, so you know your opportunity to move in.
Absolutely. Not going to need to use scans. He's going to be able to spend the time and see the movement. Really smart position. That's a lot of tanks to try to engage. He doesn't want to have to engage it unnecessarily.
And they're all close up, though.
Both players sensor tower up, stalemating each other on what to do.
Yeah, it looks like Monkey's going to pull back, but the way he's rallying this looks like he just wanted to pull out of that line, so maybe his opponent would move forward, but he's not going to do that. AkusTa's not going to take the bait. Goes and moves back up to his natural. And now this is that normal TVT kind of standstill. Both players are actually supply blocked here at 140 and 180. With neither one actually, there we go, supply depots just start for AkusTa.
Oh, and we are seeing.
As we even have the 5th base being taken by Monkey
Oh,
right now.
and Monkey going ahead and going for 4 additional starports and adding on the fusion core so that he can get battle cruisers into this game. That is his choice to deal with this many tanks, as he is pushing straight into this unsieged and going to clean this up quite well.
Oh yeah, he's in a great spot now. There's nothing protecting that third. It has to lift. The SCVs have to be evacuated before they're lost. And things are looking pretty bad for AkusTa here. Monkey's going to have a great position to hold off that base and just starve out his terrible opponent.
And the base does fall. Sensor tower is about to fall as well. He's about to lose vision of it. And this is a really bad position to be in, because now you have been locked into your bases. He's going to try to go ahead and rally out the other direction.
And we actually had one Marine sitting here at the expansion across from the main of AkusTa, just killing the SCVs that were rallying over.
Oh, and here we got another engagement. Right
oh, but Monkey unsieged this time.
Oh. AkusTa getting to do a little bit of damage, and this is one thing that's very interesting about this matchup, is we just saw Monkey being up 20-something supply, and now we're down to like a 12 supply difference, and it all comes down to these siege engagements that can just be so overwhelming. First 2 battle cruisers are on their way for Monkey right now, going ahead and adding on another armory, working on that ship weapon +1, which is on its way, finishing up his 3-3s. Well, he's got his +3 attack. Doesn't have his +3 armor yet, but he is going ahead and getting his ships onto +1/1 so that he can start using some of these battle cruisers to deal with the heavy tank play and the lack of we got no Vikings, no medevacs supporting AkusTa's army, which is a little bit unusual. You don't often see so little air support going with your army.
You really don't. That's really surprising. I hadn't noticed that AkusTa doesn't have any medevacs right now. It's kind of in a bad spot. AkusTa unsieged and all these Marines swarm on. Oh, but there's going to be enough here to hold it back. They didn't get it quite close enough, and now supplies are fairly even.
Yeah, this is just one of those absolutely amazing matchups, as we're seeing 2 more command centers going down for Monkey, 1 more going up in the top left here for AkusTa. Right now it's basically a gas game, making sure that you're continually getting gas. Both these guys doing a really good job at keeping their going ahead and keeping their
AkusTa actually going to get this base for free down here at the bottom of the map. These units cannot make it there in time. Monkey just now sees it from that one unit being picked up.
Sitting there, but now he's refilling the battle cruisers that are in place, which is going to make these battle cruisers. There's 1 down. Second one is falling, and now we've got three tanks. That's
but now AkusTa's back up 30 supply after that exchange.
And now we're seeing more advancing through the middle. Here comes some tanks, Marines up the middle. This battle cruiser being unsupported here. These Marines are going to take it down, as Monkey just not quite in position to deal with that. Now he's coming back. There's so many of them coming up. And we are seeing AkusTa trying to get more and more Vikings out now to try to support his army. He's got to be able to deal with this in the air. But again, these battle cruisers up front again. And this is just not a good position right now.
No, Monkey losing those 2 as well.
Yeah, he's losing. There goes another one falling. Here goes the next one going down as well. Going ahead and working on getting the Yamatos, working on the 2-2s on them. But these battle cruisers can't engage Marines. And they really... he's cutting his Marine production way too much here, as he's now, I mean, we've literally seen the supply absolutely flip from Monkey being 160 to 140 to it being 159 to 130 in AkusTa's favor.
Yeah, just some bad decisions there by Monkey, really. And we even have the missile turrets coming up, so those battle cruisers won't be able to poke in here and pick off these siege tanks sitting at the front. And AkusTa's done a brilliant job coming back in this game. He just got lucky in a few engagements, caught his opponent off guard, and that's really what you have to do. He reset that siege tank count as well, which was huge. And we don't even have siege tanks in production. There's only 2 out for Monkey. And there's just so many Marines on the way and coming out here for AkusTa.
And these battle cruisers are going to have to do something. We are starting to see Thors coming out as well. Thors are not a real good engagement piece to go against tanks. They fall to, oh, here's a couple tanks that are trying to chase down this army up towards the top. And looks like
oh, and it might get caught. Oh, now this force is actually kind of trapped up here.
Oh, I'm really surprised we're not. This is about the time you'd expect to see Monkey start pushing in with some of what he has. Going ahead and picking off a. Well, it looks like he's only going to pick off one. He's only going to pick off one.
Oh, and great job splitting the units, and all the medevacs fall, Yogi. My God.
And at the same time, none of these battle cruisers tried to move in anywhere during any of that.
No. Really surprised.
I really thought that these battle cruisers are going to be support units, and they're really turning into be his primary choice right now.
Can we even have 2 more starports coming up for Monkey? He doesn't want to lay down on this Sky Terran aggression. He just wants to keep it going. But now we just have so many Vikings coming out here for AkusTa, so many Marines as well.
I mean, his mobility is just slowing. I mean, with the Viking battle cruiser Thor composition, his mobility is just all but nothing at this point.
See, there's some additional Marines trying to come up here into the 4th base of AkusTa, while a double drop for AkusTa makes its way down to the 5th opponent.
All these guys are going to fall. You're going up against a planetary with a tank there.
Yeah.
That's if anything, you want to start picking off some of these. You know, you'd like to get close enough to pick up, like, try to do some damage to one of these missile turrets. Meanwhile, down here, like you said, this drop is going on. They're going to go ahead and have to lift here. And here goes again, battle cruisers coming in against all these Marines. Now he's starting to get a high enough count. He needs to chase those down. The Yamato is going to go ahead and just fry a medevac.
You know, Yamatos are so cool, man.
I'm sorry, I just love when one gets to actually blast. But this medevac speed is faster than the battle cruiser. Too bad we're not in HOTS. Everybody can
and
hit
we
that.
Don't have any turrets up here, Yogi. There's no turrets in play.
And he's going to go straight after that fission core, I'm assuming. No, he's actually not. He's going for the workers first, which is kind of strange because this is on the natural. I think that he would want to do some damage.
Oh, but look at the huge army of AkusTa moving in and getting to a nice position.
Oh,
the Marines are going to get underneath the...
Oh, Thors and battle cruisers are just going to fall. Oh, now the upgrades are starting to pay themselves off. Look at this force coming in. The tanks have pulled back. And at this point, he really should try to pull a couple workers and take them with him and start pushing forward. But at the same time, he's got to come back and deal with this that's going on in his main. The problem is that none of these are focusing on anything. They're like, some of them are shooting on the reactor, some of them are shooting on the main. The main is burning right now. Someone's gonna have to fix this. We need Bob the Builder. And of course this Thor needs some repairing too. It's running so low on minerals for so many bases.
And we actually have AkusTa about to be on 6 starports here, Yogi. He's going to be able to fight those battle cruisers endlessly with Vikings.
Yeah, the only thing that he's got going for him right now is that he's just now working on his +1 plating. He's going up against +2 plating with +3 attack. I mean, these are well upgraded battle cruisers.
Yeah, and they're actually moving in, and there's not much here to defend. Just a couple Vikings. All these starports here might get picked off.
Oh, let's get hit right in the middle of a transfer. Gonna go ahead and go right after this. Here goes the Yamatos. Just like to blow things up, going after tanks first here.
And at the same time, AkusTa's just counter-attacking that 5th base of Monkey, taking everything down, but attacking into a planetary, losing a lot here. These battle cruisers just having their way with this base right now because there's nothing there to defend, Yogi.
And here we only got one tank, a couple
Vikings.
Vikings.
All the Vikings. Look at all the Vikings heading that way, though. I'm not sure if this will be enough. We'll have to see. Do we have any Thors with these battle cruisers?
Oh, they're not all attacking. He's got to get... Oh, Monkey is not getting them all attacking. The huge Yamato hit takes out about 3 of them. Here comes another one. Only takes out 1.5. He is pulling back now that he's got more of them going. But now we've got this siege tank sitting up right here for AkusTa over at the 3rd of Monkey as they are trying to base trade this out. Oh, and AkusTa is able to bait into all those missile turrets. He gets Monkey to walk right into them. Monkey is just broke. He can't even really afford a mule to repair this.
He cannot. Most all of his mining's been shut down.
Oh,
And look at this now.
Oh, battle cruiser gonna get picked off up at the natural. No, he's turned around trying to catch it. He is pulling some of this army back to go straight after all these medevacs and marines. Meanwhile, he is still attacking, but he's getting kited by these Vikings. But another Yamato hit is going to be powerful, but he's trying not to get baited into those missile turrets. Viking counts are getting so low.
Yeah, but right now, AkusTa-T's making them 5 at a time, but he's in the middle of Monkey's base, just picking up, and all these medevacs might get caught.
Oh, and only one with anything in it is taken down, and we've still got this baiting towards the middle here. A Monkey needs to go around that. Use your Thor for that, please, for the love
Yeah, just
of
move
God.
into the natural. You have this huge space to work with.
Oh, and there we go. Medevacs getting cleaned up on their way back. This whole top base is now almost completely cleaned up. This last starport is already about to be on fire.
Let's see, Monkey needs to pull something off here, though. He's down to 21 SCVs, and most of them aren't mining. They're sitting around the map, Yogi.
Oh, this is crazy. We need to be seeing muling like crazy going on. We've got so much energy on so many of Monkey's. Like down at his fourth hour. I mean, he's sitting on 188 energy. He just needs to mule to death. Is this starport going to be able to get back and get hit? I don't think so. It's in the 80 hit point area. It's getting low fast. We're seeing AkusTa using his money and just laying up more missile turrets, trying to make this a line that's hard to break. Oh, and these Marines over here going at Monkeys.
And we have the battle cruisers are going to push into this turret line.
Oh my goodness! I just can't agree with this.
Not at all. Look at all those Marines. Luckily, there's tons of battle cruisers here, but just taking so much damage. You don't need to fight those turrets, Monkey. They can't move.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
But finally bringing some SCVs up to repair here for Bang Monkey. Oh, and even re-engaging those missile turrets.
Really finding this difficult to understand. Oh, another Yamato's going to hit. Just going to fry a couple of them right there. Here goes another Yamato off. Actually only getting one on that one. The Viking count keeps going up and the battle cruiser count is going down, and that's just a little bit scary because Monkey just doesn't have any money. He's at 74 total supply. He's literally 37 minutes into a game making an SCV, and when do you see that?
Almost never, Yogi. Almost never.
Another tech lab getting lost here in the natural. More a Viking down, second Viking down, just misrallying these. As AkusTa is just being as annoying as hell as he possibly can be with all of these Marines. As he is he literally going to float a base over to Monkey's base?
Yeah, I think he thinks that base is still clear, so he can go ahead and take it. But Monkey's reestablished that with the base from his natural, has almost all his SCVs over there. And finally, like you said, dropped all those mules.
One interesting note is that AkusTa has literally like no gas. I mean, he's literally trying to push out some Vikings and stuff. He's got no gas.
When a lot of Vikings get caught on a rally, sorry, Yogi, you'd have to mention that with the Yamatos. Takes it down to 3 Vikings from, I believe, 8 that were there initially.
And now we've got slowly we have got ourselves a siege tank that is working on these.
Oh, AkusTa's actually just gonna mine from the same base as Monkey here. And just drop all the mules there.
Oh,
and sending in some Vikings to go ahead and kill off Monkey's SCVs and get this done. As the drop re-drops here at the 5th base of Monkey, it's hard to keep these bases on track.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm still just absolutely floored that Monkey is not going around that line and attacking some of these other bases.
Yeah, I mean, there's a perfectly clear path to come around here and get into the natural, into the main.
Oh, more SCVs are going to be picked off right here.
And we're down to 12 SCVs.
AkusTa has so much minerals right now, and I'm really surprised that he's not producing any Marines. You're sitting on 3,000 minerals, 114 supply. You just keep pumping out your Marines.
Yeah, really, Marines are all he needs. I mean, these Vikings get cleaned up by Yamatos, but those Marines just have such high DPS they can stem and get under those battle cruisers. No Yamatos can get off because the battle cruiser will die way too quickly.
So interesting. Got SCVs coming to repair, but there's only 90 total minerals. And here is another blocked off area.
Monkey almost walked straight into all those turrets again, Yogi.
He's got this floating base sitting up. I'm still not sure why he's not landing it somewhere, as he is literally down to 70 minerals and 6 gas, as he's trying to just continually engage these areas that are clearly blocked off. These 65 minerals aren't going to even do the repairing job. He's running from these Vikings. He's bringing in SCVs to try to repair, but he doesn't have the money to repair. He's got to land this base.
Yeah, because there's no mining going down here for Monkey at all. Yeah. Long distance mining across the entirety of the map right now.
Oh, and here goes more Vikings going in. They're going to go for a drop, set themselves down and do some damage. And right now all these SCVs need to stop following, and they need to start mining, because literally it's not just a matter of where can he mine from. It's the fact that, like, this is the only base that he has left. Oh, and these Vikings are balling themselves up. And this just goes to show you, for anyone who ever wonders how incredibly on a 3-3. Oh, this one battle cruiser on a bad follow position, not staying with his group. But just how bad, literally how bad, even on a 3-3, the Yamato's just not a very strong upgrade.
It's really not.
And here comes all these Marines. This is going to end it. These Marines, can he hold with them? Oh my goodness, he's able to hold, but he's not getting to take any shots on the Vikings down. He's down to 3 battle cruisers total.
Yeah, and look at how low their HP is there.
Woo! Unbelievable game 2 that, in my personal opinion, was Monkey's to throw away, and he did. And I hate to say that, because I just absolutely love Monkey. He's an amazing player, but when he was on the ground, he had the advantage, he had the time, and he wanted to transition so hard. Thoughts? Agree? Disagree? Am I a crazy man?
No, you're very much true. He won that game initially. He really did. It was some bad engagement, some bad decision making. He threw it away. It's so difficult to decide to go ahead and go into Sky Terran. It really, really is, guys. You kind of have to. Your opponent has to be going mech, or you just have to be so friggin' far ahead. Yeah. You really, really do. I mean, Monkey was far ahead, guys, but AkusTa was still on the ball with everything. You can't just jump up to Sky Terran if you're going up against any kind of bio, even if it is Marine Siege Tank.
Well, it did exactly what it needed to do at first, and that was deal with the tanks.
Yeah,
and then
you just kept attacking.
When there were so many missile turrets, it was time to get back on the ground. And it gets so difficult once especially when you've dedicated all the way up to, like, literally, you're up to 3-3. I mean, that's not the point. You want to back down.
Right.
Like, these things are powerful. I am going to just keep rolling through you, and
but you can't attack into 20,000 turrets, guys. I don't care how high your upgrades are. You just can't do it.
Are you seeing AkusTa online?
Yes.
For me, it reads offline. How weird. Can you suggest, please? And I know that was an insanely long game, and another awesome one as well. But as we're about to roll into game 3 here, please go ahead and follow that Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, somewhere else, YouTube, all the different places that we would love your support and help, and so much to us. It really, really helps us out. So if you can please just take that little millisecond at a time and click those buttons. That's what gets us money so that we can have paying tournaments.
Yeah, it really does. It helps out more than you guys can imagine. Okay, and all you have to do is click a button.
Just the tip. I mean, literally.
Just the tip of the button. If you have a mechanical keyboard, you just Like that. That was me barely pressing the button, guys, just so you know.
And so everyone does know, every casters, even when we talk about sponsorships and paying tournaments and things like that, remember our wonderful group of 16 casters, no, I believe 15 casters right now. Run on 9 different streams when we need to. Got people running utilities that are helping keep the game easy for y'all to communicate with us, and everyone does this donating their time. You know why? Because I convinced a bunch of people to make a stupid decision.
And I know that sounds like a cult, guys, but this is not a Waco situation here.
No,
I know I'm from Texas, but they do not have a compound, guys.
Yeah.
It's okay, it's not that kind of thing.
Yeah, we don't have a compound yet, and I'm not planning on using Kool-Aid because I'm a Dr. Pepper fan. So it'll be Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew, but no Kool-Aid. That's just so expected.
Yeah, I mean, you have to make sure you guys smell the Dr. Pepper, though. If it's not canned, it's not in some kind of sealed container.
Yeah, as soon as I can get that resealing process complete.
Dr. Pepper tastes a little spicy.
24 flavors. Strychnine is its newest. I'm just kidding. I love every one of these guys who take time 3 days a week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, to be a part of such an amazing organization that we're forming here. We have more casted games per week than any other amateur series out there right now. That's just amazing. All because of people like you who say, you know what, I'm going to show up, I'm going to play me some games, and we love to cast them. Dine gets super kudos for taking the time of cutting all these VODs from all these different streams, which, if you don't know, is a real pain in the ass. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
There's nothing fun, there's nothing easy about that concept of taking all these different streams at once and getting the tournament back into some semblance of what the brackets look like, making sure they're on YouTube so that you can check them out, or go literally just watch some really high level players get in there and do some amazing play. They all are labeled by what kind of a matchup they are, so whatever your personal problem is, like let's say TBT is a hard matchup for you, go to our YouTube channel and hit search for APOC, APOC, and he will make it look ridiculously easy. And then go try that build and recognize how difficult it is.
It's dishearteningly easy looking from his aspect.
Like,
but I feel like I have to say, Monkey did go gas before anything else, plus he's getting his factory now. What are you thinking? Are you thinking about ones?
Yeah, I'm thinking that this is going to be a cloaked Banshee situation for him going gas first. He's not even going to go just Banshee. I really think that he's going to go cloak.
I know he needs to get that second gas, though, if he's going to go cloak here pretty quick.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I expected it to move over by now, and it hasn't. And I think this is also going to be a transitionless one. Yeah, Starport going to go straight up behind it. This is a little bit of a quicker method to get it, but you only have one reactor, so you can't put tanks with it. So we're either going to see Hellions rolling out or just a Marine Banshee push.
And there's the Hellion coming up in production right now.
Yeah, and
we still don't have that second gas, though, so there won't be cloak this time. If there is, it's going to be so delayed.
Yeah. And one thing that's interesting in this variation of a 1-1-1 is that it's more cost effective.
Oh, yeah.
Because, these Hellions obviously are a lot cheaper. We're just looking at 100 minerals instead of 150, 125. You can get in there, you can do some harass, try to hit some mineral lines, try to go ahead and use it as a shield with these Marines, which looks like he's going to go ahead and do now. The scan's going up right now from AkusTa. He's just saw that Hellion pop out as well, and we're going to see how he reacts himself, as he's just now getting barracks 2 and 3 up right now, not producing anything else. Go ahead and get that engineering bay down in case he needs to, so he can get missile turrets up. Not a lot of Marines here. Combat shields on the way. Without the blue frame, there's not going to be a whole lot of extra damage that these Hellions can do, but surprisingly, Hellions eat through any Vile unit. I know that we see them mainly used against Zerg, but you'll see here they can actually do damage as well to Marines. Not so much as Marauders, obviously.
And we have combat shields almost completed for AkusTa as well, so that's going to be even longer before those Marines can die. These Hellions. We have some SCVs here to repair too, so we'll see. I think Monkey's just waiting on that Banshee.
Thank you again, because I'm getting the periodic email pop-ins. I'm seeing more Twitter follows, more Facebook follows. Everyone just kind of doing their part. I really appreciate it. These SCVs here are going to do some repairing, supply blocking AkusTa.
When the combat shield
does
finishes.
finish. Oh no, and here goes, he's working on a second supply block piece. He's got all these
AkusTa's in a pretty rough spot right here, man.
yeah, especially with the SCVs here, just to repair as needed.
Oh, and the depot burns down. So we have a huge supply block here from AkusTa. Needs double supply depots. We barely have one started now.
Absolutely, and he really, and the sad thing is like he doesn't have a location to even call in supply to. Because those were his 2 supply depots.
Yeah, trying to get his factory out now, but Monkey's inside his base.
These SCVs are going to they really wants to keep this bunker going, and Monkey's just not going to fall for it. Still more supply depot now from being back up. Continue pushing towards the bunker. Everything just keeps rallying its way back, doing a very nice job of doing the damage they need and staying away from the bunker and saying, you know what, we're just going to come over to a different spot.
I'd really love to see those Hellions move back behind that mineral line, though.
Oh, and we're going to get, look at this SCV. That missile turret is not going to go up. Going after, here comes the workers coming after him. Going to go to fry a couple of them as they line up.
Well, he can even just camp right here now, and he's in a pretty decent spot.
Absolutely. We got a Hellion coming out to try to help. But we got 75 minerals total as he's going to try to all-in push this. He's got nothing producing right now, just losing workers. And Monkey was not wanting a long game this time. AkusTa's doing everything he can to hold on and has to just go ahead and tap out. And there we see Monkey going ahead and saying, you know what, we played 2 really long games. I'm going super aggressive, super fast.